EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tennessee Titans. A lot has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Tannehill on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Go, 70, Indy. Ready?
Now Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
We got four.
Now it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Value 3. Value 3. Orange. Hey, Alpha. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Well, he's going to take a shot. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic can get you scored on again.
Alert 3. On the side.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Come on, set. 30 base. Look against the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's your aim shot. Hit the edge.
Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 20. 54 Mike. I'm on.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mine's 54. 54.
Goff now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. Goff now After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. The loop, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 39, Tannehill, and that'll be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
again here on first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Third and 2. Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hold on. Check. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And Woods has it complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Robert Woods. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
What? 120. 5. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Goff now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
61, Matchbox Lights. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shell.
Goff on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
180. Whirling.
Goff on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
It's our time.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
You draw portrait.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Go!
49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
3 ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
Time to go. Night. Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Derrick Henry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This is Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The outlaw. Protein spill.
They're not ready for this.
They try again with Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Louis.
55,
Goff now to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Get your swarm on. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, kill. Four down.
Now it's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Super one. Hey, wahoo!
54. Here we go.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tennessee Titans. A lot has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike. 180.
55, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Value one. We're good. We're good.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
55. Right there. 55.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Maverick.
Mike, 55. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, eat. All day. Just like that. Just like that.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Check 26. Check 26.
Super one. 17.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
6 yards.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That'll be caught by Kupp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, exit.
From the gun, here's Goff. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high.
Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tiger, Tiger.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Gurley. And an alley to run. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They run, it's Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Come on, set. 15.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 42 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down.
Down. 60 outlaw. Get that quarterback. And on. Go.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Set. 8-3. Recon. 132 fighter.
Check 99.
Get it.
On second down now, it's Henry. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
Ready.
that's a big day.
60 Pittsburgh.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Ready.
Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Gone. And Woods has it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kill.
On first down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Looking for Woods that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set. 18 Gator. 61. Matchbox lights.
Watch twins.
2.
On first down, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gurley. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Maverick wall.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 27 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
60-or.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you in front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
We got double up. Slam.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Cut. 120.
Hey, eat. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Obama.
They'll try the air now with Gall. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Come on,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
No.
They begin with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got nothing. Kill.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 62 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Let's go. Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Mike, 58, right there.
You draw Corker.
You got block me. 25, check 25, check 25.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shoot, shoot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.